Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Millington, Tennessee. We're at USA Stadium Complex just outside of Memphis, Tennessee. We are out in the elements here for today's first game of the doubleheader, where Volunteer State take on Indian Hills, located out of, let's see if we can turn the volume down on my phone. Our first road trip of the year, so that means the road trip equipment is being used. Indian Hills, located out of Centerville, Iowa, at their Centerville campus, from what I understand. The Warriors come in with a 4-0 record. We are set for baseball here. Getting a late start to get us up and running. Logan Molnar will lead it off. Trying to get to the Toyota of Gallatin starting lineups. First pitch out to right field, and that'll be one pitch, one out for Jordan Scholl. You hear a lot of paper rustling with the wind blowing. Going to get all my excuses out early. Zach Zimmerly will step in. Zach from Hendersonville High School in Hendersonville, Tennessee, getting his second start of the year. Count goes 2-0. Jordan Scholl, S-C-H-O-L-L, gets the start. 6'4", 180-pound sophomore from Warrenville, Illinois. There's going to be a strike called. Start time about 1:27 p.m. Central Time. Line drive right at the second baseman. Going to keep it on this view for right now until I get myself situated. So with 2 outs, Stephen Bell will step to the plate. First pitch from the 6'4" right-hander is low and inside to Bell. VolState comes in with a record of 3-5. High chopper to first base, slips and falls, but able to make the throw over to the pitcher is first baseman Dylan Sales. And that will end the top of the first for the Pioneers. Just getting started here in Millington on field number 3. We'll take a quick break, be right back on the VolState Sports Network. Tim Reese back on the VolState Sports Network. We move to the bottom of the first. Stepping in from the right side, Indy Jaquez, the center fielder. On deck, Dylan Sales. Caleb Picas, first pitch misses high and away. Probably not going to get a lot of stats here today, as I'm going to spend a good bit of time holding papers down. There's a called strike. Fouled off to the right side. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. Caleb Pica on for his 5th appearance of the year, 4th start. 12 1/3 innings. 8 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 9 walks, 17 strikeouts. Gets another one right there. Lex Falzone. The catcher will throw on to Melton at first base to retire Indy Jaquez. Dylan Sales will step in, first baseman. Drew Webster out in left, Zach Zimmerly in center, Stephen Bell in right. Swing and a miss. Landon Luderman at third. Logan Molnar at short. Brady Nepper at second base. Brody Melton at first. And Lex Falzone behind the plate, catching swing and misses from 6'8" Caleb Pica, sophomore who's committed to Lipscomb University. Heading to count 0-2 and 3. Swings and misses by Dylan Sales. He is down on strikes. 2 outs. And the catcher, Logan Myers, stand in. Myers, a 5'9", 185-pound sophomore from Andover, Minnesota. And Pica's throwing some strikes. First 2 missed to Jaquez. It has been nothing but K-zone for Caleb Pica. On deck, J.J. Dutton swinging a foul tip. That'll catch a little bit of our home plate umpire. And Pica ahead in the count again. Game number 9 of the year for VolState, and Pica strikes out the side for a 1-2-3 inning. We will head to the top of the second inning. Hopefully we won't fly away. Thanks for joining me, Tim Reese, on the VolState Sports Network on YouTube. Brody Melton, Connor Paul, Drew Webster. 3 due up here in the top of the second inning. And Brody Melton's going to look at a strike from Jordan Scholl. Melton, a sophomore from Tullahoma, Tennessee. Played in and started all 8 games. Now he's looking at an 0-2 count. Bit of a slow start for Brody. He's got 3 hits, all singles, driven in 3 runs. And he will swing and miss. And a lot of strikes being thrown here early by both pitchers. Like Scholl took a little bit of something off of that one, and it tailed back in toward Melton's knees. First strikeout for Scholl. First out here in the second. Connor Paul, freshman from Ravenwood High School. Had a great first start to his career. A little bit outside there. Called a strike. It's 3 for 4. 5 RBIs. Fouls that one off the screen. Apologize in advance for any errors on the scoreboard. Got a little bit of an umbrella here to cover my sunlit laptop. That flied out to left field should be easy catch for Zachary Pace out in left field. 2 up, 2 down. Wind blowing in from left and really from left across the right field line. Drew Webster steps in. First pitch misses. Drew, sophomore from Nashville, Tennessee, played his high school baseball at Christ Presbyterian Academy. Indian Hills Warriors. VolState Lady Pioneers just played the Indian Hills Lady Warriors, or the softball team, as Webster swings at a fastball up. Would have been ball 3. On deck, Landon Luderman. Softball team is rated preseason 14th in the country, and VolState won a doubleheader over the Warriors softball team. Had quite a number of folks that checked in on my email address. That's another fly ball out to left field. Zachary Pace is under it, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. So another 1-2-3 inning for the Pioneers. This game going quickly, like somebody's got lunch plans. 9 up, 9 down through 1.5. I'll be right back. See how Caleb Pika does in the bottom of the second. You're listening to the VolState Sports Network. Caleb Pika will face 4, 5, and 6 in the bottom of the second inning. Just getting started. Fast-paced game. Squares the bunt right back to Pika. Off the mound, he'll throw to Brody Melton for 1 pitch, 1 out. He just wanted to get the bat on the ball, I would assume. Third base coach hollering instructions to J.J. Dutton regarding the bunt. Definitely don't want to get that one right back to the pitcher. As he said, it needs to be foul or down the line. 1-0 pitch. He gets in there for a called strike. Tijman Nagel, Nagel, the DH. Tijmen. Looking now at a 2-ball, 1-strike count. 6'1" freshman from the Netherlands. That's going to be a called strike right down the can. Should be 2 balls and 2 strikes up there on the scoreboard. And it is with 1 out. Here in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss on a changeup. Nice pitch by Pika. 4th strikeout for Caleb. Zachary Price will step in, the left fielder. 6'3", 210-pound freshman from Colorado Springs. On deck, Raul Torres. Pico will go as long as he can, I'm sure. No innings count or pitch count now. We're a week away from conference play, so it's time to start getting these guys ready at Motlow State next Friday and Saturday. There's a line drive that will get in the glove of Brady Nepper. He got the hops. Couple games, he's had about 4 line drives hit at him. And had a little trouble with the very first one, but he's caught the 3 after that. So a 1-2-3 inning, that's the hardest hit ball of the day for either team. No score through 2. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Toyota of Gallatin, located right across the street from VolState campus in Gallatin, Tennessee at 1435 Nashville Pike. They donated scoreboards for all of the athletic teams, baseball, basketball, and softball, thanks to Eric Carr and Jake Thompson, the famous Facebook actor, as first base coach Shane Kemp comes over and gets a nice cameo right there on the camera. Wanted to make sure I mentioned him. Shane Kemp, first-year volunteer assistant coach, formerly the head coach of Henry County High School, and also a player at MTSU for Coach McGuire while I'm on the coaches. Sam Folks, first-year pitching coach for VolState. Jim McGuire in his 3rd year. Landon Luderman stepping in from the left side, playing 3rd base today. He says, no, that's not a strike, and the umpire agreed with him. That one was on the river. And the river's going to get called a strike today. The river's the area between the edge of home plate and the white line on the opposite batter's box, or on the batter's box you're standing in. Typically the river outside is where the larger zone is, rewarding the pitcher for being able to spot the ball away. There's going to be a strike called. 2 balls, 2 strikes. See Landon Luderman, sophomore from Knoxville Catholic High School. A couple of hits. There's a ground ball to second base. Salazar up, and he'll throw on to first for out number 1. Brady Nepper, freshman from Greenbrier High School in Greenbrier, Tennessee, just probably about 15 miles, maybe 20, outside of Nashville, north and west. Nepper started his college career over at Cumberland University. Transferred at the Christmas break. Got a couple of hits. 7 official plate appearances. Just missed downstairs. Count goes 2 balls and no strikes. On deck, Lex Falsoni, 9th hitter in the Pioneers lineup. First 3-ball, no strike count of the day for either team, or at least of this game. Indian Hills played before this game. They played Elgin Community College, which VolState will play next. There's a 3-0 pitch in there for a called strike. Indian Hills won that game. I believe it was 8-2. Elgin out of the Chicago area. Nepper with a 3-1 count, swings and misses at a fastball low and inside. Well, our first full count, Ministries, full count. Several pieces of equipment I'm using today are provided by Full Count Ministries. My first broadcaster double hit right there on the foul ball. Full Count Rhythm, my first employer, is an opportunity to broadcast summer of 2021. And when I got it into my veins, I had to find somewhere else for that outlet. VolState allowed me. There's a drive out to center field. That's probably going to get down, and it will. Right in front of Jaquez, and the first hit of the ball game belongs to Brady Nepper. Lex Falsone will step to the plate with 1 out, 1 on. Falsone, one of 3 Pioneers who have hit long balls this year. So the fastball right down the can for strike called. Son of Jerry and Andrea Falsone. Falsone. Alexander's his full name. Hitting .308, throw over to first base, and Nepper's back. 4 hits, 2 doubles, and a home run. So 3 of those 4 hits, extra bases, a couple RBIs. Leads the team in total bases. That's a high fly ball to center field. Jaquez in. He'll make the catch. There's 2 outs. Logan Molnar will step to the plate. Molnar, a sophomore from Independence High School, south of Nashville. Three hits, including a double. Runner goes, slider misses, throw down is in time. Apparently got him on the back. Nepper does not believe it, but it'll go as a caught stealing in the book. And that will end the VolState third. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, nobody left on base due to the caught stealing. I believe that was a 2-6, so Molnar will lead off the top of the 4th when we get there. Still no score. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Let's thank some more of our supporters. MGM Industries, Right Rug Flooring, Dudat Communications, Coca-Cola, all donated items for the press box remodel. So thanks to Joe Gaskins and Patrick Stewart over at MGM Industries in Hendersonville. My buddy Kerry Gilbert with Right Rug Flooring. Craig Senard, the owner of Dudat Communications. And another friend of mine, Amos Blake with Coca-Cola. Donated a very often used refrigerator up there Also like to thank Framework Athletics. We'll hopefully get to hear about them as the first run of the game sponsor over at 104B Jessica Lauren Court in Hendersonville. Zach Duke and Ryan McDuffie, the co-owners of the area where the Pioneers train when they can't get on the field. It's too cold. We'll also hear about a Summit Concrete call to the bullpen, thanks to Chuck Akers, another former player, Coach McGuire, for his support of VolState baseball. Caleb Pickett back out for the bottom of the third. He'll face 7-8-9 Raul Torres, Miguel Salazar, and Ciro Benavides. He's going to square around a bunt, trying to bunt a ball over his head. And outside. Does not go well for Mr. Torres. 0-1, a little bit higher. Does not offer it that one. Torres, a 5'10" sophomore from Puerto Rico. Foul ball off the screen. Another foul ball. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the ground ball to short. Molnar to his left, gloves, throws on the run, and they're going to get Torres. And Torres has his hands on his head, does not agree with the call. Very, very close. Could have gone either way. Molnar had to range far up the middle and get his counterpart at first base. And you can tell that Torres runs well. Miguel Salazar, the second baseman, stands in. Strike called to Salazar. Pica is filling up the strike zone, no question. Just a little bit wild up at times. Salazar from Venezuela, 6'1" sophomore. Off-speed pitch misses down. You are welcome to send emails to treesesports@gmail.com. Salazar able to hold up on that high fastball.
Get in there, Red. Get in there.
Looks like we have a few already. Mimi and Gadsden. Strike called at the knees. I missed a pitch. Full count Ministries, full count. Strike 3 called at the knees, and down goes Salazar. Pretty. It's a pitcher's pitch right there. 5th strikeout for Caleb Pica. Brings up number 9 hitter, the third baseman, Ciro Benavides. He's from Laredo, Texas. 5'10" sophomore. Swings at the first pitch, fouls that one down the right field line. That will get out of play. Stephen Bell gives chase for a little bit, stops at the white line, turns around, comes back to his position. On deck, leadoff batter, Indy Jaquez. Maybe got Caden sitting right next to me operating the pitching chart. Off-speed pitch bounces in. Thanks for the email at treesesports@gmail.com. Throat's feeling better. I'm not sure if it's sounding a whole lot better, but Catches the inside corner at the knees, maybe the under part of the knees. Right now, Caleb Pico will take it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Maddox Liebrick and Jace Mizell checking in from Knoxville. Another foul ball off to the right side. 2 Pioneer alums. One has a brick in the alumni patio, Jace Mizell. Maddox Liebrick still working on saving up that $100 to get his brick in the Allie Cassidy stone and brick alumni patio. Breaking pitch just misses inside. Of a full count Ministries. Full count to the leadoff batter. To the number 9 hitter, Ciro Benavides. Ground ball that will get in the hole and get under the glove of Logan Molnar for the first hit. Benavides will round first, but he will return. So each team now with a hit in the first 3 innings. And Jaquez will step to the plate. Struck out in the first, as did all 3 of the first batters, or first inning batters. Runner goes, pitches high. Lex Falsoni doesn't have a prayer. A stolen base for Benavides. Indian Hills is now 5-0. They came into the tournament 4-0. Ground ball, it's going to get into the hole. Webster going to bobble out there, but he would not have gotten Benavides. So a 2-out RBI single by Jaquez. And Indian Hills takes a 1-0 lead. Dylan Sales steps up with a runner on. Throw over to first base. This will get that guy off a. And I've got the wrong, I have to make a change there. I've got the wrong team as the home team. Just now seeing that. Change that on the fly. Got the runner picked off. Melton's throw will retire Jaquez, who will be caught stealing. So I will fix that directly. There you go, no audio. We'll be right back on the VolState Sports Network. And there we go. We got a fixed scoreboard. 1-0. Indian Hills. So we head to the top of the 4th inning, top of the lineup. Logan Molnar, Zach Zimmerly, and Stephen Bell. There's a shot to shortstop, 2 hops. Torres up and over to first base to get Molnar. So each shortstop has thrown the other shortstop out. Second time Molnar has swung at the first pitch. is now 0 for 2. Zimmerly lined out to second base in the first. Sun being blocked by the press box right behind me now. I like the sun for the heat. 54 degrees and winds between 12 and 29. Is a ground ball off of the pitcher. Be a tough play by Benavides, but he will throw Zimmerly out at first base. On the second out, so still 1 to 5 to 3. Ground out. Nobody on. Stephen Bell will step in. He hit a ground ball to first base in his first plate appearance. But I'll be able to get rid of this little umbrella over the top of my laptop if sun is blocked. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch by Jordan Scholl. Had one appearance this year, 2/3 of an inning. No blemishes on his line. Another high chopper to the right side. Bell runs well, but not quick enough to get that one beat out. As the underhand toss by Salazar will retire Bell. 4 to 3, so 3 up, 3 down. Again for VolState. Jordan Scholl faced the minimum after getting a caught stealing. Hit to the bottom of the 4th inning, 1 to 0. See if we got any more emails here at treesports@gmail.com. Not yet. Caleb Pika back out for the 4th inning. See who else we can thank. Hit after hit by Lem Pilkington. The Rawlings contact for Coach McGuire. You can get all kinds of sporting goods at 705 Air Park Center in Nashville, Tennessee. Go to hitafterhitonline.com. Find out more. Also want to thank Bill Marbett and his crew at Game Time Sports Fields and Line to Line. His son Lee Marbett at the Rock Place for their support of VolState baseball and softball. They were the grounds crew for the TCCAA Region 7 Conference Tournament last May at both baseball and softball. Provided infield dirt and leveling and netting and padding in front of dugouts and surrounding the bullpens. So thanks to Bill Marbett, Stephen Dodson, Lee Marbett. The Rock Place donated crushed rock for warning tracks last fall. Into the 4th we go. Pika starts off with a called strike to Dylan Sales, who was at the plate when Jacquez got picked off. Yep. Down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Logan Myers, the catcher, on deck. Tapper right back to Pika. He's going to run over to Brody and then underhand for out number 1. Myers was a strikeout victim in the first. Swing and a miss on a fastball that just dove at the end away from the right-handed batter. J.J. Dutton standing on deck, the right fielder. Breaking pitch, nice. Pika got his first collegiate save in game 1 of the doubleheader against Calhoun last Tuesday. Came in and pitched a perfect 7th inning after VolState came back with 5 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning to take a 13-11 lead. Made a winner out of Max Castle, and he's made another strikeout victim of Logan Myers. 6 in the contest for 6'8" sophomore Caleb Pika, who can't get a uniform shirt to stay tucked in. 2 outs, nobody on. J.J. Dutton, the right fielder. He's going to look at a strike. On deck, the DH. Tisman, it could be Timon. The J might be silent. Fouled off the screen. It'll come over to the on-deck circle. Heard them calling him Timmy. I'm not up on my pronunciation of Dutch names. Swinging another foul ball. That'll get out of play toward the lake off to our right. Young man hustling off after that one. No games going on over at Field 5 today. Or right now, anyway. There was a game as we walked up. Swinging it, just got a piece of that one, did Dutton. It caught our home plate umpire. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Thankfully, we'll stay right here for game number 2. I don't have to set up and tear down and set back up again. Strike 3 called on a breaking pitch. Caleb Pika has got it going on. Only blemish. Back-to-back 2-out singles by the number 9 hitter and the leadoff batter. 7 strikeouts now through 4. VolState offense needs to get after it here as we move to the 5th. We'll take a quick break on the VolState Sports Network. Tim Reese back on the VolState Sports Network. VolState with 1 hit, no runs. There's a ground ball gloved by Benavides at third base, and he slides on one leg. Comes up and makes the play. 1 pitch, 1 out. Brody Melton now 0 for 2. Nice play down there by Benavides. Connor Paul looks at a called strike. Somebody must have told these pitchers we're paying for strikes. Paul flew out to left field. There's a ground ball to second. Salazar has time, and he'll throw over to first base for out number 2. Drew Webster steps in. Costco and Sam's have checked in. It just wasn't on my Reese Sports at Gmail address. It was on my personal one. Webster flew out to end the second inning. In the fifth, we hadn't even played an hour yet. Popped up, that'll get out of play. Started at 1:27 Central Time. It's about 45 minutes into this ball game, and we are in the top of the fifth inning. Jordan Scholl and, oh my goodness, called strike three on that inside corner. And he is calling them both ways. That one dropped in just like a couple others I've seen. That a little bit inside, a little bit low. He's definitely calling the low pitch, so both teams need to be ready for that. Second strikeout of the game for Scholl, another 1-2-3 inning. For Indian Hills, we'll go to the bottom of the fifth after we take this short break. Bottom of the fifth, square to bunt. Started to go, pulled it back. Not sure if he went to start with, but checked down at first base, and our base umpire says he did not go. So Tim and Nagel will have ball one. Now he's going to have strike one. Nagel struck out in the second, swings at that off-speed pitch. And swings again at a breaking pitch in the dirt. Caught by Falsone. He may have tugged him on the feet, so a leadoff strikeout, number 8 in the ball game by Caleb Pika, son of John and April Pika up in Nashville. Both John and April from the Illinois area. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch. Zachary Pace, the left fielder. Lined out to Brady Nepper to end the second inning. Nice play by Brady. Breaking pitch misses down and away. Swing and a miss. On deck, Raul Torres. Another swing and a miss. I think it was foul tip. Falsone comes up and shows it in his mitt for the 9th strikeout. Pika came in with the team lead in strikeouts with 17. That's 10 more than anybody else, and he's got 9 more to add to it in At 4 2/3. Facing Torres, who grounded out to short. Changeup misses out. Winds at about 12 to 15 miles an hour. Here we're in Millington, Tennessee, just outside of Memphis, Tennessee, at the USA Stadium Complex. Swing and a miss. Not sure what they're getting peak at, but I'm guessing it's not too far up in the 80s. Just didn't look to me like he's blowing the ball by him, but he's throwing something they're not being able to pick up. Down goes 3-1. The Warrior shortstop Torres. He's going to draw the first walk of the ball game. Pika has at times struggled with the base on balls. It's his 10th of the year. It hadn't been an issue today. Till right there, a 2-out walk. Miguel Salazar, who struck out looking in the third, steps in. Throw over to first base. Don't have stats from game 1 of today for Indian Hills, but coming into today, Torres 1 for 1 in stolen base attempts, and not real athletic as he comes back to first base on that attempt. Almost looks like he could have jammed his shoulder in on the bag. See if Pika goes over there again. He will not. He's going to go to the plate and miss a little high. Torres with the hop off of first base. Haven't seen that as much this year or last year. A couple of years ago, that seemed like a huge tactic being used by especially runners at first base, that they would hop off of the base, and if the pitcher went to the plate, they just kept going. It's like that was their mechanism to get started. Fouled off. Count goes 1 ball, 1 strike. The 8-hole hitter, Miguel Salazar. Truly international team as Pika's going to throw over again. Indian Hills players from Russia, Canada, Venezuela, Saskatchewan. Guess that's Canada. Foul. No, that's dribbled toward first base. Brody Melton, the 5 sport athlete at Tullahoma High School, steps on first base on an unassisted ground out. I thought that was going to be fouled off, but Salazar grounds out to end the 5th. No runs, no hits, nobody, no errors, 1 runner left on base. That was the walk. We are through 5 innings, 1-0, as Indian Hills scored in the bottom of the 3rd, and that is all that's on the scoreboard. Heading to the 6th, Jordan Scholes still out on the mound for the Warriors of Indian Hills. Landon Luderman, Brady Nipper, Lex Falsoni. Bottom 3 of Jim McGuire's lineup. Coach McGuire standing out at third base trying to get some activity. Swing and a miss by Luderman. Landon grounded out to second in the third inning. Second time that he's led off. Swing and a miss. It's like Landon trying to pull that pitch. Scholl staying outside. Let's see if we can go to this. See this camera angle, see if that works at all. And we'll get into center field for a base hit on an 0-2 pitch. Second hit of the ball game for VolState. The team's now tied in the hit category. First leadoff hit in an inning. And Brady Nepper will step to the plate and see if Coach McGuire is going to want to play some small ball here and maybe lay down a bunt. Nepper has the only other hit for the Pioneers. Throw over to first base. Luderman back. Luderman, no stolen base attempts yet this year. He's going to square around, foul off of the screen as the sacrifice bunt was on. Maybe a throw over to see if Nepper would tip his hand on whether or not he was going to lay down sack bunt. Third baseman Benavides is charging. All synthetic turf field here at Field 3. Not sure if all of them. I think they probably all are here. I know the stadium is. VolState played here this past fall in a couple games in a classic. He is squaring around a bunt. He's going to lay that one down. Back to the pitcher. Sacrifice will work. Nepper will be thrown out at first base, but Luderman ends up at second base in scoring position. So the sack bunt. One to three. Gives Falsoni a chance to tie this ball game up. Breaking pitch swung on and missed. Falsoni flew out to center field. See if the true freshman from Stewart's Creek High School outside of Nashville can pick up the RBI. They're going to throw to second. Camera angle is so low, you're not going to be able to see much going on at second base, so apologize for that. They don't have a press box here big enough for me to set up in there. Breaking pitch for a called strike. Two breaking pitches. Again, the wind is heading toward the right field line from left field. Fouled back. So that's three straight breaking pitches from Jordan Scholl. On deck, Logan Molnar. Some teams from up north or in the Midwest are down here for several games. Breaking pitch just outside. Nice pitch there by Scholl. I think he might have had Lex frozen on that one. That is a slow roller off the mound of Scholl. He'll throw Falsone out, but Luderman moves up to third base now with two outs. Very short backstop here, and I don't think there's any padding on this knee-high brick wall that I'm sitting right behind. So a wild pitch could come right back to the catcher, but it also could bounce way away, and a run could score from third base. It depends on how wild the pitch is. Time called by Logan Molnar, who was 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. A 2-out hit's what's going to take, seemingly, or a balk or an error. No errors in the game to this point, and only 4 hits, 2 for each team. Indian Hills scored as they had back-to-back hits, but had a stolen base in the middle of that. And there's a swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. That thing dipped right below Molnar's bat when it got to the plate. It looks like an opposite way approach is what's needed right here. There's a ground ball to third. Benavides on 2 hops. He's been solid all day, and he's going to be solid again as Molnar is thrown out at first base. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We're through 5.5. VolState down 1-0. This is Tim Reese on the VolState Sports Network. No subs yet in the ball game. Haven't had a chance to shout out Jersey Mike's for our first sub of the game. Located right across from the VolState campus, 940 Memory Lane in Gallatin. If you go there, say hello to Julie Garrett Johnson, the manager. I'd like to thank her and Michelle Fuller, their head of marketing, for their support of VolState baseball. And had a couple of sandwiches over there this past week. 9-1-2 due up. They'll face Caleb Pika. Benavides, the first hit of the ball game for Indian Hills. He scored the only run of the game. Singled under the glove of Logan Molnar in the left field, then stole second base and scored on the RBI single by Indy Jaquez. Breaking pitch fouled off to the right side. Caleb Pika, starting pitcher's gone all the way. I think he had 70 pitches after 5 innings. So he is just fine. Fastball misses up. Again, goes 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hello to Connor Paul's grandma, ma'am, Nicholas and Madeline, who are watching from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Ground ball to the right side. Nepper, gloves, tries to get himself uprighted and does. Throws on to first base. Another nice play by Brady Nepper to get the first out. Wasn't sure he's going to be able to get his footing underneath him. Ranged far to his left. Able to keep his feet and throw out the speedy Benavides. Line drive on the first pitch. Jaquez sees he's now 2 for 3. Ball gets by, and that's going to go to the wall. Brody Melton picks it up, and there's our first error of the ball game. Single and an error on the throw. I believe that errant throw by Drew Webster. I think he thought that Jacquez might be trying to stretch that one. He is now in scoring position for Dylan Sales, the first baseman. Fouled that one off to the left side. Jacquez probably would have been going on one of the pitches to Sales. He was going on a pitch when Sales was up in the second inning, but was caught stealing when Pika threw over to first base and Melton threw on to Molnar to get Jacquez at second base and end the second inning. One out and a runner at second. Good time for a Caleb Pika strikeout. There's a shot to Nepper, diving play. He comes up. The throw gets by Melton, and another run's going to score. And Sales is going to move on down to second base. So no RBI as Jacquez scores on the error. Not sure if that's going to be scored an error all the way around. I'm going to go error all the way if they want to change it to a single and an error. But a good throw would have had Sales. Still one out and a runner at second and one run in. He's going to take off. Falsoni tried to catch and throw a little bit too fast and no throw. That'll look like a pretty good pitch, but so a stolen base for Sales. He's now at third with one out. Logan Myers is the batter. Struck out twice. Pitch in dirt, blocked by Falsoni. Infield is in. Trying to cut the runner out at the plate, or cut the runner down at the plate. 2 errors in the inning for the Pioneers. So far led to an unearned run. Strike called on a pitch about ankle high. Wouldn't have been happy with that. Might have been the hitter, I know that. 2-0 turned into an automatic strike. Shot foul down the third base line, fence. Nathan Aguilar will stretch his legs and hustle after that one. Freshman from Rockvale High School. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pika still hunting that 10th strikeout. Won't get it here. Popped up. That'll be staying in the infield, though. But infield was in. Molnar, nobody's going to get this one. This is going to drop. Molnar won't even have a throw at the plate. And the defense is failing Caleb Pika right now. Infield was playing in, so Molnar had to run out to what would be the outfield grass, but the ball landed just, 10 paces toward left field from second base. Might be a pop fly double and an RBI. Shot foul. J.J. Dutton 0 for 2. Thrown out on a bunt in the second, struck out in the fourth. Runner's taken off, throw down to third, after a foul tip swinging strike, and he's in there. Coach McGuire came out of the dugout to check to see if there was interference basically on the umpire throwing down the third base from Falsoni, but the umpire said that he didn't hit him, so count now 1-2. Breaking pitch fouled off. On deck, the DH Timon Nagel. Inning started off with a ground out to second. A nice play by Brady Nepper, but wheels have fallen off for VolState here. It's slammed out to right field, sending Stephen Bell back. He's going to make the catch, but sacrifice fly will drive in the fourth run of the ball game. Indian Hills now leads 4-0. 2 outs, nobody on. Timon, I heard somebody say. Tijamen from the Netherlands. 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. Breaking pitch gets in there for a called strike. Caleb Pika through 5 innings, giving up 2 hits, 1 run, struck out 9 batters. Now facing his sixth of the inning. 3 have come across the plate. With a 1 out, Jaquez at a line drive single in the left field. Ground ball to second base. Resulted in an error that allowed the run to score and Sales to get on second. Then he steals third. Then a pop up in the infield with the infield drawn in. Ends up landing safely off the bat of Logan Myers, who hustled it out and stood on second, and another run came in. Fly ball under right center field. That's going away from Zach Zimmerly, and he's going to make the catch right at the warning track for out number 3. Nice play by Zimmerly. Sorry, I didn't have that third out up there. It is now 3 outs. On my score sheet, which is unofficial, it is officially 3 runs that have scored. It's just a question of how many are earned and how many are not. I've got 2 hits and 2 errors. Nobody left on. VolState has 1 chance to go. They're only playing 7 innings in the doubleheader today. It'll be a 9-inning contest tomorrow starting at noon. But today's games are 7 innings apiece. We are headed to the final inning. We have a new pitcher on the mound. We'll tell you about him as soon as we come back on the VolState Sports Network. Two, 3, and 4 of the VolState lineup. Zach Zimmerly, Stephen Bell, Brody Melton to face a new pitcher for Indian Hills. Nathan Smithberg, 6'2", 195-pound left-hander from Fairfield, Iowa. Zimmerly 0 for 2, line out and a ground out. He gets one up in the air. That'll get down for a base hit. One for 3 for Zimmerly. Gotta have a pinch hitter for Stephen Bell, Gage Hoover, freshman from Stewart's Creek High School. Hit a home run here last fall in a game. His dad, Mike, in attendance. I don't know that Mike's here today, but Gage Hoover getting a pinch hit opportunity here in the top of the 7th inning. Stephen Bell finishes 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs. So righty versus lefty matchup here. Stay tuned after the game. We'll have the Full Count Ministries verse of the game. Allie Cassidy, Brick and Stone Alumni Spotlight. Cade Sanders, VolState alum at Tusculum University now. Right-handed pitcher. They'll be playing Catawba College. It'll be 2 former Team Reese Full Count Fall League players going at it. Swinging a foul tip into the glove. Hoover down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes, taking a healthy cut. It's going to take a gargantuan hit out here to left field. The wind has died down a little bit, but not much. 1-2 count. Nice eye on that pitch. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cade Sanders, the son of Clay and Tressa Sanders, played his high school baseball at Hendersonville. Hoover is a step away from that one, and we'll have a Full Count Ministries full count. Clay Sanders, big supporter of Full Count Ministries. For a time, he was the director of the Fall League. Cade Sanders won that championship. A drive down the right field line. If it's fair, it's trouble. And it is fair ball. That's in the corner. Let's see if Zimmerly's going to be waved around. Throw goes to the middle of the plate, and Gage Hoover is thrown out, trying to stretch that double into a triple, but an RBI double. But a big run, or runner thrown out there, so shutout is off the board. RBI double for Gage Hoover. And with 1 out, nobody on, Brody Melton steps to plate, looks at first pitch strike. And he's now down in the count 0-2. Melton struck out and grounded out. Back-to-back hits brought to you by Hit After Hit. Single by Zimmerly and a double by Gage Hoover, and swing and a miss on the breaking pitch at the shoe tops. And VolState down to their last batter, down 4-1. First strikeout for Smithberg. Not a safe situation. He's going to face left-hander Connor Paul. 0 for 2, looking for his first hit. Wave and a breaking pitch. There's strike 3 called. And Indian Hills has defeated VolState in the game that's taken an hour and 20 minutes. 4-1 is the final. Two strikeouts for Smithburg. As he goes an inning, gives up 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. No walks, 2 strikeouts. Jordan Scholl gets the win. Gets his first win of the year. He goes 6 innings, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. And Kayla Pico will be the tough luck loser. He pitched a terrific game. As this one goes final. Very, very quick contest. VolState falls to 3-6. Indian Hills stays undefeated. I believe they're 6-0. As they've won the doubleheader here. Don't think they play again today, but Pica, let's see what his record is. Caleb Pica now falls to 0-2 on the season. As I said, no save in the ball game. And let's get to our Full Count Ministries verse of the game, brought to you by Full Count Ministries. Thanks to, if we can pull that up. I'm not sure what's going on here. Well, I can't pull it up, Miss Mimi. For some reason, my internet is not working. At least on my phone. We have to go to whatever is shown on here. I'll go to 1 John 3:1. That's one I can see as the verse of the day on the Bible app. See what great love the Father has lavished on us that we should be called children of God. 1 John 3:1. That is our Full Count Ministries verse of the game. Thanks to all of our sponsors for their support of VolState Athletics. VolState falls 4-1 to Indian Hills. We'll be right back here, I think 30 minutes after this game, to play Elgin Community College, who lost to Indian Hills in the game just prior to our game here on Field 3. So we will stop this stream, start a new stream for that contest just a few minutes probably before that game gets underway. So for Athletic Director Bobby Hudson of Volunteer State Community College and Head Coach Jim McGuire, this is Tim Reese saying so long for right now. God bless you. We'll be right back on the VolState Sports Network.